What if the thing you have been waiting for is not ready yet? How can waiting feel heavier than failing? The mountains whispered quietly, mist curling over empty terraces. By the end, you will understand why patience sometimes teaches more than rushing ever could. Aarav is a young farmer in his early 20s. He lives in a small mountain village. The morning is quiet. Mist floats over the terrace fields. Sunlight peeks through the clouds, soft and golden. Aarav touches the soil with his fingers. He feels the cold, damp earth. His worn notebook sits beside him, pages filled with plans and dreams. He stares at the distant peaks, breathing slowly. A single bird calls from the forest, echoing in the valley. Aarav has planted season after season. He hoped for a bountiful harvest. But storms came. Rain spoiled his seeds. Sun burned the soil. Each time his crops failed. He remembers the first season, laughter filled the valley. Hope lifted his heart. He pressed seeds into the soil with trembling hands. Now the terraces are empty. The wind whispers around him. Evenings are the hardest. The small house feels larger, colder. The notebook lies untouched on the table. Pages full of ideas, dreams that seem far away. He walks to the riverside, tossing pebbles into the water. Ripples appear, then vanish too quickly. He wonders if he has moved too fast. If life asks him to wait, why is it so hard? The silence presses on him, heavy like the fog. Every flicker of sunlight reminds him of deferred dreams. Every bird that flies away seems to mock him. One morning, a soft knock interrupts his thoughts. An elderly villager stands on the terrace, hands weathered, eyes kind. "Patience, boy," he says. "The mountain never rushes, yet it wears down stones. It feeds the river. You are like the mountain." Aarav looks at his notebook and then at the soil. He notices tiny green sprouts pushing through the earth where he had almost given up. The sunlight glints on the notebook pages. He sees his own small efforts reflected there. He starts working slowly, gently, observing the soil and the plants. Birds return. River currents sing softly. Evenings, he writes a line or two in the notebook, not expecting results. Each word is a quiet promise to himself. The wind carries a warmth he hasn't felt in months. The mountains seem closer now, as if teaching without speaking. Patience is no longer a burden. It becomes his companion. He notices the little changes every day. The soil softening, sprouts growing, sunlight warming the field. He smiles softly, feeling hope awake inside him. Aarav finally understands. Growth is not only in the harvest, it is in the waiting. In noticing, in nurturing, without rushing. He touches the first green sprouts. A small smile spreads across his face. The notebook pulses softly in his hand. A record of lessons, not failures. He whispers to the wind, "The earth teaches me what rushing never could." The mountains echo in silence. He feels quiet strength flowing from patience. Every ripple in the river, every bud breaking through soil, teaches the same lesson. Progress is quiet, invisible, yet unstoppable. Patience is the quiet power that grows while we wait. The sun sets behind the peaks, casting long shadows across the terraces. Aarav closes his notebook. Peace fills him. He watches the river glint in golden light. The wind carries away the tension he has carried for months. Growth cannot be rushed. Healing comes quietly. Patience and quiet observation become his new companions. The mountains whisper again, mist curling softly over the fields. This time, Aarav understands their lesson completely. Growth cannot be rushed. Healing and strength emerge quietly when we give them time. The mountains whispered quietly again, mist curling over the terraces. And this time, he understood their lesson. Maybe you needed this story today. If it touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to Eliza Bethell's Tales. where stories heal your soul and remind you that you're not alone.